Perfect. We are back on the Morning Brew with Friends, and we're here with Catherine from the Biopark. It's good to see you again.
You too. Thanks for having me on.
How was your Halloween?
It was wonderful. I was
That's
at
good.
the zoo.
Right, and I live in the neighborhood by the zoo, and every year it just floods with traffic, and I love to see that. I think that's one of the coolest things when everybody comes out, because you see hundreds of little kids walking around the neighborhood, all in costume, going to the zoo.
Going to the zoo. Yeah,
Right.
it was 4 kids in costume get in free with every paying adult.
Oh,
so
that's
why
awesome.
There are so many kids.
That's a huge, huge thing.
It's a huge thing. We had screaming contests, costume contests, cutest, baby contest. We had maybe
well, that's a tough one to
15
judge.
games. That's a tough one to judge. Yeah, we had a little baby scuba diver.
Oh,
cutest thing I ever saw.
That's cool.
Little flippers. Yeah, it was really cute. But Zubu was great. It was really great. We had thousands of people. Everyone was having fun. Tons of candy. Sponsored by Walmart. A bunch of different sponsors that we had.
That's
the
cool.
radio stations. Yeah,
That's very cool. Because every year the Zoo Boo, it's basically the safe place to go trick-or-treating, right?
Yes.
And it's not like the lions and tigers are giving out candy.
No, they're kind of hiding from the
Right.
people throwing candy at them. So we have our volunteers there. Because, if I'm a 5-year-old, I'm like, wow, this Hershey's is really good.
I'm going to share it with the
I think
bear.
the tiger would like
Yeah.
it too, or the polar bear, right? So we have our education volunteers that are kind of doing what we call animal watch, just kind of making sure that people have a safe Halloween and the animals have a safe Halloween.
Right.
So it's great. And then the Bulgarium was open for Halloween. So that was great.
How cool is the Bulgarium? I haven't been yet. I need to get down there and check it out.
You have to go to experience it. I can't describe it because it is awesome. It's beautiful. The building is huge and really beautiful. The animals are amazing. There's this interactive digital exhibit called Be a Bug, where you get to actually become a bug.
And you get to
digitally.
crawl around and...
You get to fly around. You get to
that's
play
cool.
a game, hopping from flower to flower. It's pretty
Very
neat.
cool. Well, the Bulgarium sounds cool. I'm just weirded out by it.
Well,
I'm the guy, I'm like, bugs. Especially because I was reading that there's like 17 different kinds of cockroach or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's, I mean, really.
there are a lot of creepy crawlies.
I think
but
the
in a
zoo
safe-
the zoo may be the only place in the world where 17 kinds of cockroach is a selling point.
There are a couple screams, but not too many,
And I see the walking
it's a
sticks.
safe introduction to creepy crawlies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And we talk about how important they are for
Right.
the ecosystem, for the
Right.
world.
Right.
They make up, a third of all of the weight of animal life in the world.
Right.
Bugs do.
Insects. It's amazing.
Yeah, arthropods.
It's
It is
amazing.
amazing. The other arthropods we have are in the aquarium. Yeah.
Are these guys arthropods?
These guys, so arthropods, it needs like 3 body parts. It's got, the legs have different parts as well.
Segmented legs and a shell.
Segmented legs, very good. And an
Yeah.
exoskeleton, some sort of exoskeleton. Yeah, so we've got invertebrates,
Right.
also what we would call them. We have marine invertebrates and arthropods that live in our touch tank. So if you've been to the aquarium and you see our invertebrate touch pool, we have a lot of animals that live in there. And then we also have the shark and ray encounter, which is another touch tank, which
Right.
we are right now converting into a mangrove exhibit.
Wait,
It'll still
what,
be a touch
mangrove
tank.
exhibit?
I know.
Mangroves in New Mexico?
Well, an aquarium in New Mexico.
Right.
So at the biopark, you get to travel the world, right?
Yeah.
And we are really trying to bring the world's ecosystems to Albuquerque and anyone who visits the biopark so that we can talk about the importance, so that we can talk about how the Rio Grande connects everyone to the rest of the world. That's what we do at our aquarium. So we're talking about mangroves and introducing...
What is a mangrove? I know that I've like seen them, and they're like plants. I know they got roots that like connect.
Yeah,
and,
they've got
like,
these crazy root systems.
That's about all I know about them.
And that's enough. That's really
Okay.
good. So because of the incredible way that they aerate the soil and the water, there's a lot of marine life. There's a lot of life that actually depends on mangroves. They eat the plants, they eat the roots, they eat the other animals that are eating the roots.
Right.
So it's a really nice, lush, biodiverse area.
Cool.
And so we want to tell that story. And what's really neat is that they help with erosion. They help prevent erosion, so they actually protect a lot of the homes that exist around mangrove areas. So they're really neat on all these different levels. And so we want to tell that story. And we tell that story with animals that you can touch and encounter, like our sharks and our rays and cool,
And
really
speaking of
beautiful
sharks
fish.
and rays, like, what is the story with this stuffed shark, but he's got like a real shark jaw?
So this was the crew. They did that. Yeah, but so we use a whole lot of what we call biofacts, right? So this guy is a nice, safe animal that you can touch and tells the story of sharks and how awesome they are with their amazing fins, and their hydrodynamic shapes makes them a very efficient predator, as do their jaws right here.
And is that a real jaw?
This is a real jaw. This is a sand tiger jaw. So we tell the story about the amazing cartilaginous fish. Be careful.
Yeah, those are...
Oh, see, now you're bleeding.
I know. It's super sharp teeth.
And you can see all the really cool rows of teeth that they have compared in contrast to another cartilaginous fish, which is our stingray. Right there. So these guys
this is
are really
stingray
cool.
jaw.
This is a stingray jaw.
So
and
these
they
guys
kind of grind their,
like
so they're
this.
bottom dwellers, right? And they kind of eat along the bottom of the ocean floor and grind their food. Whereas a shark is trying to really pierce its prey and swallow it whole.
Oh, man.
Yeah, sharks are amazing.
That's how I eat, I think. I get that good burger, I'm like, "Argh," and just pull it in.
Well, there you go.
And
you
then,
have a lot in common with our shark.
Usually, yeah. I'm not as hydrodynamic, though.
Oh.
And then we've got the
Yeah, this is
hermit
our
crab and the horseshoe crab.
and our hermit crab, right? So these are examples. They're stuffed, right? These are rubber examples of the animals that you would find in our aquarium touch pool.
Right on.
In our invertebrate touch pool. So you could come meet these guys. This week we're having a lecture on the mangrove exhibit and why mangroves are so important on Thursday and Saturday. So there's 2 times you can catch it. We also have an aquarium overnight on November 20th, and you can meet these guys. You can sleep next to the sharks. It's so much fun. We had a Halloween themed aquarium overnight in October.
Ooh.
It was Sea Star Wars. It was
Sea
great.
Star Wars?
Yeah.
So did you give like little lightsabers to the sharks?
We did.
That's awesome.
Well, to the kids. But
To the kids. That's cool.
Yeah,
That is
it was
very
fun.
cool.
The aquarium overnights are the funnest thing about the aquarium. So there's tickets left. People should definitely come check it out and sleep next to their favorite aquarium animals.
I need to make it a priority to come do that someday.
Yes.
Is there ever going to be a bugarium overnight?
We're thinking about it. We're trying it out. You know, we have free crawling ants and bees and spiders and roaches. So it might, screams at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Not the most restful sleep. Not that the aquarium overnight is the most restful sleep, but we're thinking about it.
That could
Stay
be.
tuned.
That might be either the best or the worst at the bugarium.
Hopefully the best.
Right. Awesome. Thanks for coming in.
Sure. Thanks for having me.
And
Come check it out.
now they're wheeling in all the clothes over here. Check this out.
Oh,
I got
you're
to
gonna have
to
fun.
sign up for the trunk via so we'll explain that in a second on the Morning Brew with friends.
So sharks and suits.
Sharks and suits. It's the Morning Brew.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll be back in a couple of seconds on the Morning Brew.